Good afternoon, everybody. Peaceful Prospector here. And yeah, we're sluicing today. I know it's not Sluicing It Sunday, but a couple days ago I said we'd do this, and we didn't. So now we are. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna sluice. So I'm gonna get some sand in the bucket here. And the sand's coming from the bucket of greater than 20 mesh, greater than 50 mesh, or smaller than 50 mesh. If I can talk. Oh, that's a good bit. So it's a good amount of material for a day here. That down there. Get some water in here because you never want to put dry material down a sluice. And find our lucky spoon. That would be a fork. I don't know if there's a fork down here, but there's a fork down here. So all the cons that we find here that the sluice catches will go in the pot for the gold contest. So I'll warn you all ahead of time as we jump here. This is probably going to be a long video. We do have a good bit of material now. I got some water in there, and I'm going to keep my eye on the sluice, so when those cells fill up, we're going to stop the pump and pull the mat out and wash it out, put it back in, right? So probably pause after every three scoops here. I feel that this stuff is so loaded with heavies and hopefully with gold that we're going to see some really full cells just with 3 heaping tablespoons. I'll go into here. Alright, give that a moment to finish doing its thing. Put the bucket down. Pause this. Oh yeah, those cells are pretty darn full already. So yeah, I wish we could just look and see, gold, but this size material, that's not really going to be a thing. So, and yes, my sluice is already set up at 7 degrees pitch, incline, decline, whichever way you want to call it, whichever way you want to measure it. Man, that is something else. Just done. Back in, turn the water back on, and away we go again. So I use a meter. That guy there to control my water flow. They're cheap, and they work. So as you can see, it's speed control, so I got it running 90% of what the pump can put out. Jumper cabled over to the battery, deep cell battery over there. I get them off eBay. They're like $20. I mean, simple little speed controllers. I have one on the pump for this guy. I've got one on my Blue Bowl pump, and I got another I have a third one. It's supposed to be for my Miller table, but I don't have it on the Miller table yet. So, because I haven't used the Miller table lately. So yeah, right at the jump here, you know, we're not going to find any gold today because, well, we're not going to pan the stuff down. It's all going in the bucket. I know that was only 2, but they were pretty darn big scoops, so. And I want to see what we're looking like after just 2 big scoops. Let's see what the cells look like. Yeah, I mean, they're full again already. I mean, you can't argue with that, right? I mean, full is full. And yeah, down here, you know, we get to the bigger cells. Not as full, obviously, but I'd much rather catch more of the heavies in the small cells and some of the blondes and the light cells. And I to be fair, I also turned the pump off a lot faster this time. So I just won't lie, I got a bunch of stuff planned that I got to do yet today, and so I am rushing this a little bit. But man, that is just something else. How quickly that cleans out. I do have a larger sluice. First one I bought that used. Well, I'm not going to say anything more than say that it didn't use a drain mat. And you know, when it got full of material, it took a lot longer than this to clear out. And I mean, if you're not running your sluice, if you're not panning, you're not getting gold. So just a long, drawn-out way of saying time is money, right? So I have I want to say it's like the 30 or 36 by 10 inch wide multi-dream mat. Building a sluice with that. So that I can't wait to use. So once it's done, hopefully get done early spring here so I can use it all summer. Yeah, we're stopping it after 2 spoons. With this material, it looks like 2 spoons and we're full. Give it just another moment to clear out. Alright. Yeah, small cells are full again. Further down, a lot of the cells are full too. Some heavies. A lot of blondes in the bigger cells, but that's to be expected. I'm not going to complain because, you know, I see those larger, or the smaller cells are doing their job. They're catching all the heavies. So when it comes to making your own sluice boxes, I cannot say enough good about your local HVAC shop. So now, Only downfall is they're not going to have aluminum. They're not going to have aluminum. You know, they work with galvanized steel. So, but holy smokes, I got a sheet of. I got my sluice box. I think it's 36. It's the one for the multi-mat, the big multi-mat I told you about just a moment ago. Bent, you know, to my specifications, $50. $50. I know you're thinking, oh, it's just a piece of steel with a couple bends on it. Yeah, it is, but it was cut, you know, per my instructions, my needs. So, I mean, you can't go into Walmart and get that. You can't go into Home Depot or Menard. I mean, you can't go anywhere and get a custom cut piece of steel and bent piece of steel for your own project. You know, and I was good. You know, the guy called me up, said it was done. I went, paid, and a couple days later, I'm like, hey, I need a sluice flare. And so I drew up a picture with the measurements. Said, can you bend this? And he said, yep. And so, you know, now I got the sluice flare too for it. So this is the rest of the material. Maybe we'll do a few of these this week. The panning is kind of has me annoyed, and if you've watched the previous videos, you know why. If you haven't, well, I won't ruin it for you. Yeah, that's all for that. Hey, oh, that's right. We hit 25 subscribers, so the contest is officially on. So make sure you watch the last Sunday video, the last Sluicing It Sunday. I think you know, we'll probably mix it up a bit, because this is all. I mean, this is all that we got so far, and there's a lot of heavies in there. Holy smokes, that's a lot of it. You know, so I think maybe we'll weigh it out or something like that, and you know, because obviously, I mean, you can't tell. There could be 50 pieces of gold in this mat. There could be none, right? I mean, you can't tell from watching the videos. So it's a total crapshoot. So, you know, we'll weigh it out. We'll put it in the white bin or some other bowl. I'll give you guys all the dimensions of the bowl if I can, and we'll weigh it out, and you know, you can guess. I'm sure there's numbers and there's math that can be used to figure out, even on the most conservative side, you know. And obviously, I mean, look at all the material we got in here, all the black sands, all the heavies. I'm looking, unfortunately, I don't see anything, you know, right on the top, glittery and shiny like. But you know, so we'll wait out. Those of us that are good with math probably figure out. I mean, it's a greater than zero chance, right, that there's gold in here. So who knows? Maybe there's one flake. Somebody, you know, comments 1, and poof, they win the 1 gold flake. Won't lie, it'll stick in my craw a little bit that I'm paying more for postage than I am for the value of the gold that I'm sending to the winner, but I will send it. I will send it. And that is just something else, how easily that cleans out. I know you're probably all yelping about how I'm not washing this out, the bottom of the pan. You know, and who knows? Maybe the last day I probably will. But for the contest, that's what we'll do. So in the meantime, you know, I'll just blink, goes right back in there, just like that. Done. So Anyways, so yeah, we got more material in the pot. And we'll see. I'm going to shake that around a bit and give you at least some bit of an idea of how much material's in there. And that's that for today. Pretty quick video. We'll probably do more tomorrow. There's still a lot of material in this bucket. You know? I mean, I realize there's like nothing I can do to really get it across how much material is in there, but you know, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you all stay safe out there. Today's Thursday, means tomorrow's Friday, this weekend, so one day left, and maybe get a little bit more time. That's yours, right? In the meantime, hug your loved ones, and happy pants. See you next time.